Hey guys, so today what we're going to talk about is going to be the next tool used in Wix. So the first ones we did were menus and pages. We did the background, and we talked about add, right? We talked about how to add text, and we talked about how to add images. So these things seem to be kind of pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. So the next one we're going to talk about is how we can move people around to do things we need them to do. So sometimes if we're making a website, we would need them to buy something. We would need them to look for further information. And again, we talk about brevity being the key when we're developing websites. So that means that if we are creating a website and we have a long list of things and a bunch of different information on one page, people start to get lost. So it's important to be able to direct people in that flow chart type of way where you start from one area and then you move to another and then move to another without having to just scroll down and down and down. So what we're going to use is something called buttons. Now the buttons are in the add feature here. The buttons are going to allow us to create a hyperlink. So what we're going to do is talk about how to use things like, okay, maybe this button. I click. And there it is. So if I wanted to show people how to do a push-up, so I'll just change the word button to push-ups. And now I want to add a link. Now what we can do is add links to another page in our website, top of the bottom of the pages, to a document if you have documents up there, to an email, phone number. So really you could put a button anywhere that would provide a one-stop or one-step stop to another area. But what we're going to do is a web address, because what I'm going to ask you to do is go out and find further information. So here I have how to do a push-up for beginners. Okay, something pretty simple, pretty easy. I paste the web address right there, and it works just like a hyperlink. Now, the next thing you want to say is, do you want to put in a new window or the current window? You always want to say a new window, because a current window will then close out your website. You want to keep that website open, so allow that to happen. So if I click the done, I go to preview so I can see if this thing works. Click the push-up button. And there we go. We're on the YouTube site that we were looking for. So that is how you use the button. Okay. So the next assignment will utilize the top three buttons here. Okay. We're going to use menus and pages. We're going to use backgrounds if you want to do that. And then the add, we started with the first two, text and image. The last one you're going to use is something called the button. Okay. The button. That's going to be used on pages 2 and 3. Remember, all the same website requirements apply. So you need a navigation bar, you need a home page, all that stuff, contact information. But the new one is going to be the button. All right. Hope you guys got some out of this. If you have any questions, email me.